Start of the videotape here. Okay, anytime.
Welcome to School Reach. I'm Kudowski, your quiz master for this game between St. Matthews and Lisgar. Would you please introduce yourself, starting with St. Matthews at the top?
I'm Glenn Jessup, Peter Sam, Stephen Miller, Anna Kwok, Amin Brody, Dr. Shai, Dr. Miller, Chris Owen.
Good luck. We'll play 3 rounds of questions with a minute break between each round. Now, if the scorekeeper is ready, let's begin round 1. 40 points snap to start round 1. What protein accounts for 55% of the total protein in blood plasma? Stephen?
Amino acids?
No.
Prolactin?
No. The answer is serum albumin or albumin. And number 2, what kind of pony, which is the smallest species of horse? Shetland is correct. And number 3, what remote land of Asia is often called the roof of the world? Neil? Right. Tarsus, a city in south central Turkey, was the birthplace of what famous saint? Paul, correct. 30-point open question about the scholars of ancient Greece. Identify the following scientific thinkers. A mathematician to whom modern scholars are indebted for their wrong. I'll finish the question for their basic geometric series.
Set.
Chris? Wrong. Euclid is the name. An astronomer who stated the theory of a geocentric universe. Alfred? Ptolemy is correct. A doctor working in Rome who investigated the circulation.
Hippocrates.
Wrong. I'll finish the question. Circulation of the 4 humors within the human body.
Asclepius.
Wrong. Galen. 30-point open question about letters. All the following answers are 3-letter abbreviations. What is given when money is borrowed and is the formal acknowledgement of the debt? Right. What is the minus sign written over a figure to show a negative characteristic in a logarithm? I know.
Log, L-O-G.
No. Lisgar? Bar, B-A-R. What trigonometric ratio is written as if it were evil?
Sine.
Sine is correct. So Lisgar. 35-point team question. In this 2-part question, the first 5 points are a scramble, and then whoever wins the scramble gets to answer the others. These names are applied to a specific kind of structure. Tell us what it is. They're called Bailey, cantilever, pontoon, suspension. Glenn?
Bridge.
Right. Okay, now St. Matthews answers the questions. Which of the bridges fits this description? It's the one built on flat-bottomed boats or floating piers. The boats or piers are moored to the riverbed. Glenn?
Pontoon.
Right. Which bridge fits this description? It's a light, easily constructed bridge made of steel lattice girders supporting a deck of prefabricated steel panels. Glenn?
Trestle.
No. Now, the Lisgar team has a chance.
No. This is a scramble, so the red team gets it.
Bailey? It's the bridge whose deck is hung from cables strung between towers on each riverbank.
Suspension.
Right. Open question on cheese. Identify the country.
Oh.
No, wrong. Okay, I'll finish.
They were both on. Sometimes there's the people who are wiggling their feet. You just have to watch it because sometimes a voltage spike sets a couple lights going. So we'll give both teams. They're both open to this question.
Okay. I'll start again. 40-point open question on cheese. Identify the country where these originated. The first cheese is Roquefort. Nothing? No. France, yes. Edam? Yes. Mozzarella?
Right.
Right, starting fire. Next one. The greatness of Canada will be measured not by the level of the gross national product, but by the way in which we use our resources to solve our human problems. Lofty? No?
Yo.
That's right. Assigned question on composers, and this is a.
Reset.
But I had. Here is an assigned question on composers in which each member of each team is assigned a 10-point question. If you miss your question, then your counterpart on the opposing team will have a chance for 5 points. Okay, Team A is the St. Matthews team. This goes to Glenn. Who wrote The Four Seasons, an Italian Baroque favorite?
Oh, sorry.
No?
Oh.
Vivaldi is correct with 5 points. Dino, who wrote the patriotic work Finlandia?
Smellies?
Right. Stephen, name the composer who wrote the perennial favorite A Little Night Music or I Am Fine Enough Music?
Beethoven?
No. And Lofty?
Bach?
No. And Mozart. Who wrote, this is Arnold, who wrote the Trope Quintet based on one of his own songs?
Mozart?
No. Chris?
Beethoven.
No. Franz Schubert. All right, this is for Team B, the Lisgar team. Same rules. The music, who wrote the music for the Royal Fireworks? Ian?
Handel?
Handel is right. Alfred, the descriptive suite, La Mer,
Debussy?
right. This is Lofty. The sonorous Siegfried Idol.
Schubert?
No. Stephen? No. Wagner. The ballet, this is for Chris. Ballet, The Firebird.
Stravinsky?
Stravinsky is correct.
5 points there.
This is an open question now about the Calgary Winter Olympics, 1988. The Speaker of Canada's House of Commons, John Fraser, had a daughter competing in this year's Winter Olympics in what demonstration event? Arnold?
Curling?
No?
Freestyle skiing?
Yeah, that's right, freestyle skiing. What British skier had the unusual problem with his glasses clogging up playing?
Eddie Edwards?
Great. Name the only other nation with more athletes than Canada at the Calgary Winter Olympic Hockey. That's correct. Point snapper to end the round. What gland produces the hormones insulin and glucagon? St. Matthews? No?
The pituitary?
No. Pancreas. Okay. What famous tapestry represents the conquest of England?
Bayou Country?
That's right. In the British Parliament, what is the equivalent of the Canadian Senate?
House of Lords?
That's correct. And who succeeded Borden in 1920 as Prime Minister of Canada? Arnold?
After making?
That's right. After the end. 1 minute break. Correct.
It's a close game.
40-point snap start to round 2. What Australian writer is best known for her books about Mary Poppins? Pamela Higgins. In which Mediterranean country is a person greeted on the telephone with the word Ambros, which means go ahead?
Greece?
Greece, right? In Greek mythology, what kind of animal did Zeus turn himself into? Alfred? Bull is right. What is the name of a triangle in which each inferior angle is less? Alfred? Correct. What am I? Question for 40 points. Each clue reduces it by 10. Clue A. I was first formed in Calgary in 1932.
Petroleum blood?
No. Formed. Clue B.
Arnold,
Yeah.
Arnold?
Ku Klux Klan?
No.
Okay.
Second clue. Federally, I was a source of new ideas, but never
30 points.
For 30 points. Open question for 30 points on cities. The name of which city is used as a verb meaning to kidnap a person for compulsory service aboard a ship? Stephen? That's correct. What was the name of the fabulous city of gold which early Spanish? Glenn?
El Dorado.
Correct. What small city lends its name to a car, a clock, a dictionary, a movement, and shoes? Author?
Webster.
No. Glenn?
Oxford.
Oxford. You got the wrong
Wow. What the hell?
French English.
Current events, 30-point open question. What is the largest Protestant denomination in Canada? Glenn?
The Anglican Church.
Incorrect. Sorry.
Chris?
This is for Lisgar.
The United Church.
United Church of Canada, right. The pastor of the Toronto Korean United Church, Sang Cho Lee, has just been appointed leader of the United Church of Canada. Glenn?
Moderator.
Correct. Siberian-born Lee assumed his appointment at a time when the United Church members were embroiled in trying to solve,
Homosexual visitors.
sorry?
Homosexual visitors.
Right. A 40-point open question on French literature. Identify the following characters figuring in French literature. One of King Louis XIII's musketeers who saved the,
He must be
No. Lofty? D'Artagnan, correct. The title given to Moliere's character Alceste, whose love of honesty and truth alienated him from the society he was finally forced to leave. Stephen? No. Le Misanthrope. A character who never appears, but instead sends messages to the two tramps who spend the whole day waiting.
Godel.
Right. A sincere young man whose misadventures contradict and satirize the
Les Miserables.
no. I'll finish the question. Optimistic philosophy of his teacher, Dr. Pangloss, and Lisgar.
Voltaire.
No. 50-point open question on animals. I'll give you the name of the animal, and you tell me its name when it is first born until it's mature. Bear. Stephen? Elephant.
Cat.
Calf is correct. Fox.
Kid.
I thought a cub, but I think kid is correct.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's one of those things you have to, yeah, judge. Yeah, I'd say so.
Swan. Lisgar.
Roger.
No.
I had
It wasn't reset.
Alfred.
I second four.
It wasn't reset until it's
It's a six.
It wasn't reset fast enough. What do we do?
What happened? I wasn't watching.
It wasn't reset.
It wasn't reset, and
And then
I hadn't finished taking the answer from the top.
But you took an answer from Lofty and you said no.
Okay, hold it. Which team buzzed in first? Did you get it? Did you get a chance to answer? They got it wrong, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, okay, now see, listen carefully. If the first team that buzzes in gets it wrong, the second team gets a chance, obviously, to answer it. But sometimes somebody on the second team gets anxious and blurts out the answer. Well, in that case, if the answer is correct,
The light came on and she took the answer from Lofty.
oh, from somebody else.
Yes.
No. I
No,
pressed my button first.
It wasn't reset.
It wasn't reset and then the light came on
Yeah.
for Lofty and then she took the answer. You can't have two answers. I mean, you can have two.
If the first team that buzzes in gets it wrong, the second team gets a chance to answer.
They do.
Sometimes somebody on that team gets a little anxious and blurts out the
No,
answer.
they didn't blurt it out. The light came on. She
Oh.
acknowledged Lofty.
Oh.
She took an answer.
Ah.
And then it went off, and now she's acknowledging Alfred for a second light and a second answer. You can't accept two.
Yeah, you can't.
He buzzed in
No,
first.
It doesn't matter, your light
Let's
came
get
on.
Alfred's explanation.
Yeah, okay, Alfred.
Seems that they got the answer answer wrong.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as she said wrong, I started buzzing.
Yeah.
Typing. It wouldn't go on.
Yeah.
And
There's a
he
little
pressed
delay.
his.
Yeah.
I was gonna say signet. That was my answer.
Yeah.
Accept that.
He
You
answered, he
accepted
buzzed
the answer
in.
from the
But
officer.
did Lotfi give an answer first?
Yes.
And was your answer right?
No.
Okay, well, too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, see, listen, guys. If you read now, look, I don't know how I have to explain the rules. Or it's on my sheets. Hold it. Here's the rules. The first team buzzes in. They get it wrong. The second team gets a chance to answer. Now, we know that. Now, sometimes the second team will have a person who blurts out the answer, even if he doesn't have the light and is not acknowledged. If that first answer is right, we'll sometimes, on the discretion of the quizmaster, give the points. But if somebody on that second team blurts out a wrong answer, tough, you know what? Tough beans. If the second team doesn't have the self-control to hold back and wait till they have the light and they're acknowledged, they don't get a chance to see. So you see what happened, Alfred, is that you guys technically had the second chance, but if somebody blurts out an answer, even if they have the light or don't have the light, if the first answer is wrong, I don't care. If the first answer is wrong, if you actually say an answer which is wrong, that's got to be the one that is your chance. Okay, got it?
If
So
the thing doesn't go off, then I'm gonna stand up.
yeah, I know you. There's a
That's what happened.
I was
Keep your
pushing.
finger on.
no. Hold it.
Last of the animal questions, you have to give me the name of the young wolf. Stephen?
Yeah.
Right. 30-point open question on science. Who defined the principle of inertia? Alfred? Wrong. Tino? Wrong. Galileo? On this temperature scale, there are 180. Stephen?
Kelvin?
Wrong. Right. And what is the name of the science that deals with the properties of matter at a temperature near absolute zero? Do you know? Lisgar? Chris? Right. Open question on ballet. Identify the following ballet terms. What is the term for a jump in any direction? Jeté is right. What is the term for a jump straight up during which the dancer rapidly crosses his legs before and behind each other? Nino? Wrong. Anything listed? No. Entrechat. What is the term for a pose in which one leg is raised and bent either behind or in front of the dancer? No. No. Attitude. 40-point snap break to end this round. What city was divided into two zones in 1054? Dino? Wrong. Finish question. One controlled by Italy and the other by Yugoslavia. Listed. Trieste, the answer. What was the title of the de facto ruler of Japan from 1191 to 8? Arnold? No. Lisgar? 1191 to 1867. Chris? Chopin is right. In which Canadian city would I find the second narrowest bridge? Glenn? Right. What is the name of the strait of the English Channel between the mainland coast and the Isle of Glen? Wrong. No, the Swan. The Isle of Wight. Okay. Snap start. Round 3. We have a minute break. Snap start. 40 points. What is the capital of Montana? Glenn? Right. Who wrote nobody gets
Oh,
it.
the answer was home rule, so now the remaining 3 questions are open to both teams.
Oh, okay. It's a slogan, home rule. Open question. What was the name of the Protestant lawyer who formed the Home Government Association in 1870, calling for an Irish Parliament?
Some Dave.
Wrong. No. Isaac Butt. In 1873, the Home Rule League replaced the association, and Butt's moderate leadership soon gave way to that of a more aggressive politician. This Irish statesman was later portrayed by Clark Gable in the film biography. What was his name?
Chamberlain.
Wrong. Lisgar?
O'Reilly.
Wrong. Charles Parnell. By 1885, Britain's Prime Minister was fully converted to the concept of home rule.
William Gladstone.
Gladstone is correct. 40-point open question on music. Given a single record or record album, identify the following individuals or groups of rock and roll music. Quote, what a fool believes. Ian?
Next one.
Wrong? Say that. What a fool believes. Stephen? No, the Doobie Brothers. Next, once in a lifetime. Ian?
Talking Heads.
Correct. Uptown Girl. Ian?
Billy Joel.
Right. Roots Rock Reggae. Ian?
Bob Marley.
Right. 30-point open question, legends. In Greek legend, she was the first woman. What was her name?
Venus.
No. Listeners? Pandora. Pandora. Zeus presented Pandora with a box. Stephen?
Well, 7 troubles in it.
Well, that wasn't the question. I'll read the rest of the question. Lisgar has a chance to answer. She was told not to open. When her curiosity got the best of her, she lifted the lid. What was the result? Ian?
All the is mankind were created.
Right. Out through all evils of mankind. When she saw the escaping contents of the box, Pandora slammed down the lid again. Stephen?
Right.
Hope is correct. 40-point open question on food. Gigot d'agneau. This is a specialty on Sunday often?
Raven.
No. Finish the question. And it's all you expect it would be. What is it? Lamb. Leg of lamb. Do we accept
Yeah.
lamb? Crevette. Another feature.
Shrimp.
Right. Canard.
Yup.
Duck. Lapin.
Rabbit.
Right. 100 points snap out to win the game. Canada's Athlete of the Year gets what trophy? The Lou Marsh Trophy. In the Dewey Decimal System, geography and history are classified under what number? Glenn?
900.
Right. Who knighted Sir John A. Macdonald? You know?
Eagle Tories.
No? Oh, yeah, sorry. Right. What style of music was prevalent in the 1600s and early 1700s?
Baroque.
Baroque. What is the Swedish monetary unit? Glenn?
Krona.
Krona, correct. Who was Canadian Prime Minister at the turn of the century? Arnold?
Herbert Laurie.
Correct. Who wrote the opera, The Marriage of Figaro? Ian?
Oh God. Ready?
What was your
No,
first?
I said, oh God.
Oh, God. No, you have to be careful when you say that because we'd accept your first audible answer. Oh, God is no good. Okay, second team. Okay, see, there's a perfect example. The second team has to have a little discipline. Wrong. Okay, next question.
That was Mozart.
Yeah, see, screw it. Wrong. Next question.
Okay, which man became Emperor of Japan in 1926? Do you know?
Hirohito.
Right. What is the singular of data? Stephen?
Data.
Correct. What is the square root of decimal zero? Stephen?
Decimal
Two.
Wrong. Lisgar,
Uh,
the question is, what is the square root of decimal 09? Alfred?
0.3.
Correct. What field of vertebrate biology deals with the study of amphibians and reptiles? Arnold?
Raphology. Raphology.
No. Lisgar? Herpetology. What region of the eastern United States was named for a region in Italy? Alfred? Wrong. Tito?
Alicante.
No. Piedmont. Which microscopic one-celled animal causes African sleeping sickness? Glenn?
Easy.
No. Lisbon? Alfred? No. Trypanosome. Okay. In which country would one find the Bosphorus? Glenn?
Turkey.
Right. Who wrote Aku Aku, the Secret of Easter Island?
Lord Ireland.
Right. Who was the youngest daughter of King Lear in Shakespeare's?
Cordelia.
Cordelia, right? That's the end of the game.
okay, good game. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you. Now, listen. You noticed in this game, this is a perfect example. I spent a lot of time explaining things, but now you start to notice that the second team